Since selling my first business and starting my second and third business, calendar blocking is what enables me to get far more done using far less time than I used to. So in this video, I want to introduce you to calendar blocking and show you how I plan out my working week in a way that gives me time for everything from personal and work life, but still allows me to get so much more done than I used to before I discovered calendar blocking. So first of all, what is calendar blocking? Well, much like when you set aside time for meetings, calendar blocking is a way to set aside time for every other aspect of your day. There's something known as Parkinson's law, which, to summarize, states that work expands to fill the time allocated. Now, essentially, this means that if you have a task to complete with no allotted time, it will likely consume all of that time and then some. Whereas if you took that same task and scheduled only 1 or maybe 2 hours to complete it, you'd be able to achieve the same results as if you spent a whole day or more working on it without those self-imposed restrictions on how long you could have taken. And so by taking this approach with most of your other daily tasks, you'll find that you can get more done in less time, leaving you with more time to achieve even more, or perhaps just spending more time with your family or just doing the things that you enjoy doing the most. So calendar blocking can be done in any calendar app, so it doesn't matter if you're an iPhone or Mac user, or if you're using Windows or even Android, you'll be able to apply what I'm running through in this video to your own schedule and your own calendar. Now, if you are on Mac, then I do prefer personally using an app called Fantastical, or Fantastical, I guess, because in addition to calendar blocking, it also lets you color code your appointments as well. So using this, you can set colors for personal tasks, family, work, and of course, any other categories that you want to use. So first of all, let's start off with a blank calendar, and I'm going to show you how to calendar block a typical working week, and you can of course adapt this to your own schedule as necessary. Also, just before I do begin, I'm going to be calendar blocking pretty much everything in my day, but you don't have to take it to this extreme. Like, some people may choose to block only key tasks throughout their day. Others may choose to do similar to what I'm doing here, which is blocking everything out, including your breakfast, including your lunches, because for me personally, I just find myself getting more done when I take this kind of over-the-top approach, so to speak. So I'm going to focus on just Monday to Friday, because for me, Saturdays and Sundays are just family time and we just kind of do whatever on those days. So let's get started with Monday first of all. And the first thing to start off with is breakfast at 7 a.m. And this is one of the reasons why I love Fantastical so much, because I can just head up to the top here and just type in whatever I want. So breakfast at 7 a.m. every weekday. Hit enter, and now I have that scheduled in. As you can see on the left-hand side with the green dots, every single weekday I have breakfast scheduled in. Now I only want that for 15 minutes, so I'm going to slightly change that and change that to all of my events. Now, after breakfast, I'm going to jump in the car to go to the gym. So at 7:15 every day, 7:15 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. every weekday, travel. There we go. And again, that's added in for every single weekday that I need to. So that's my travel time to go to the gym. And then by the time I've got there and worked out and had a shower, it's probably going to be a couple of hours or so. So I'm going to schedule in 7:30. So gym, 7:30 to 9:30 every weekday. Now you can also do something here in Fantastical if you want to add some of these appointments to a different calendar. Perhaps it's your shared family calendar that your partner can see. So I can just type in a / and then type in the calendar name for the family calendar that we have, so my partner can see it as well, and that will put the calendar appointment into there. Now I'm not going to for this example. I'm going to hit enter. Now what I can do, like I was saying to you earlier, is if I'm trying to color code all of my appointments here, I can right click, change the color, maybe change this to a yellow color for fitness if I wanted to, choose yellow for my fitness. I could then have red for anything that's based at home, so I could change these top two to being red. So it just means I can glance at my calendar and see instantly kind of where I'm meant to be and what kind of task it might be. So now I'm just going to add another 15 minutes for travel back to the office. So let's schedule that one in. And now let's get on to my daily work schedule. So first of all, my emails, my messages. Now you can do this as many times per day as you wish. And this is just to stop you from constantly checking your emails and getting distracted. So like I said, use calendar blocking to block out time where you can focus on just replying to any messages or emails that you have waiting for you. So the rest of the time you're free to then focus on other tasks. So I'm going to create myself a task for checking my email twice per day. Now this can be a bit buggy to do in one like Fantastical command by having the same task repeating on the same day. So I'm just going to create these two separately. So I'm going to have one from here. I'm going to give myself half an hour, and then I'm going to have another one at 5 till 5:30. Now I'm also going to schedule in my lunch. So lunch 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. weekdays. And then after my working day finishes, I'm also going to create a schedule for family time, which is just really a reminder to myself that I should stop working and go spend time with my family. Now, I also make use of focus modes on both my iPhone and Android phone. So at 5:30 p.m. every day, my phone switches into family mode. So I don't see any emails that come through or messages or social media notifications. In fact, the only thing I can see are phone calls and messages. So I'm just going to fast forward here and create the rest of my working week so you can see how I typically plan out my week and perhaps give you some inspiration to plan out your own week. Okay, so this is my calendar now planned out for my entire week. And as you can see, I have some time scheduled for all of my admin tasks that I need to do every single day. And I also have some tasks in there to check over my accounts, write my newsletter, and a few kind of weekly meetings in there too. Now, like I said, this does take calendar blocking to a fairly extreme level, and you might not be able to do this depending on the type of work that you're doing. Loads of people that I know watch my videos work in IT and tech, in which case what I would say is try and at least plan your days out to like a high level. So say for example, if you have any client meetings, try and schedule all those meetings on just one day of the week. If you have staff meetings, try and plan those on a different day of the week. And so by taking that approach, it means that you can just be focused on those daily tasks at hand. And particularly in the case of client meetings, you know that you might want to get changed from your jeans or your joggers into something smarter for the client meetings. And also that means you might have a day ahead of you of just like driving. Now let me know if you have any other calendar blocking tips down below in the comments. I'd love to learn more about how you're doing this, if you're doing this, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers, bye-bye.